In here, meaning when we discuss about the estimation of project cost in here, we want to eliminate about the risk in here. Look at here. Uncertainty. Okay, this one. Meaning when we have projects, the first we want to estimate in terms of the cost. And so please identify the type of the project. My project is building construction, including civil and electrical. Now, so we have some activities, including, for example, kita bantu simen juga. Nah, so arrange the batu, for our wall, and then untuk bantu simen pada level atas, sampailah we want to install the electrical, and the last is finishing. Now, so some activities, we have it identified, identified all. Now, so we can estimate the budget, in here. Now, so for estimating, its objective, we want one of them is we want to eliminate the risk. Risk ini mananya mana-mana yang boleh menyebabkan kita punya project can damage lah. Damage meaning in term of the time and in term of the money in here. Now, so risk in here, we can measure what we can call as coefficient variance, or coefficient variation. Coefficient variation. Now, so in here we want to discuss about the coefficient of variation in here. Now, so this one is equal to standard deviation over expected value. Expected value, EV. This one is standard deviation. And then the EV in here is expected value. Now, from here, this value of coefficient of variation in here, is a measure, measure of risk, of uncertainty in here. Now, meaning if the value of coefficient of variation is higher, meaning we have the higher risk. Now, the lower is better. Now, in here, Now, so we want to give one example. One example. In here we have the project X. Dan ini coba ganti ya. Satu silap yang lepas itu ada ini X juga. Please write in here Y . Now, so look at here. ABCSD and BSD is considering to make an investment in one of the following two investment project proposal. Jadi project dia adalah project X in here, project X, and project Y in here. With each cash flow, probability cash flow, and its cash flow, give RM in here. It's in here, like this one, for the project X, and also for the project Y. Now, so in terms of this one, based on this value for the first column, for the probability cash flow, and also RM, for the second column in here, same, for the project X, and also project Y. Ya, meaning it is data ya. Ya, they are ya they are a required data. Nah, ini data yang kita perolehin sudah ya. Ya, kita perolehin data semacam inilah. Data semacam ini. Lalu ya from here, ya we want to decide ya which one of the project has high risk or has low risk. Ya, meaning if this project ya has low risk, it is better. Ya, it is better meaning we can choose it. Ya, this one ya. Now, so when we have this data like this one, and then we want to decide which one is better, ya, to conduct the project. Now, so we can find the coefficient of variation in here. Yeah, it is given SD over EV. Yeah, SD can be found, and then EV can be found. Yeah, it's for the project X and project Y. Yeah, and here. Yeah, how? Look at here. Yeah, this one, yeah. The first, find out the expected value EV of both the project proposal. Yeah, now so the equation is given yeah for the EP. Yeah, look at this one. Yeah, for this one. Now so EP, I can write in here lah. EP is equal to yeah sigma lah. I give the sigma. Yeah, probability cash flow ya multiply RM. Ya RM, project RM atau cost in here ya, cost. It is for the expected value. Now, so I write in here, expected value is equal to sigma ya probability ya cash flow ya multiply cost ya in RM in here. Yeah, this one. Now, so meaning in here we have to find yeah for the each row lah. I say in here we find the expected value in here. Yeah, this one. Now, so after that, please sum of this all. Yeah, as a result of multiplication of the each probability, cash flow, and cost in here. Now, so the first, yeah, we can find the expected value for the project X. Now, for example, in here 0.1, and then this one is 3,000. 0.1 and 3,000 this one, yeah. So 0.1, yeah, EP for the project X is equal to 0.1 multiply 3,000, yeah, plus 0.2 multiply 3,500 plus 0.4 multiply 4,000 plus 0.2 multiply 4,500 and plus 0.1 multiply 5,000. Yeah, this one all. Yeah, this one. Yeah, understand yeah, this one yeah? Okay, now so in here, 0.1 multiply 3,000 is equal to 300. 0.2 multiply 3,500 is 700. 0.4 multiply 4,000 is 1,600. 0.2 multiply 4,500 is 900. And 0.1 multiply 5,500. Now, so is equal to 4,000. Yeah, it is for the effective of the projects X, yeah, this one. Yeah, same. When we want to find the expected value for the project X, yeah, please multiply each row in here for the project X, meaning multiplication of probability, cash flow, and cost. All do same, and then the last please add all. So EP, expected value for the project S is equal to 0.2 multiply 2000 plus 0.25 multiply 3000 plus 0.3 multiply 4000 plus 0.25 multiply 5000 plus 0.1 multiply 6000. This one Okay, this one here. And then after that we can find the each result, meaning 0.1 multiply 2000, 200, and 0.2 0.25 multiply 300. This one 750, and 0.3 multiply 4000, 1200, and 0.25 multiply 5000, 1250, and the last 0.1 multiply 2000 is 600. So the total is 4000. 4000. Now in here we can obtain that the value of expected value for the project X, this one Y, this one is Y. And project Y has the same value. This one Since both expected value represent the same figure, meaning same value, same value, this will not serve as a whole correction evaluation. A conventional measure of this percent or probability disturbance have to be applied for a single variable which called standard deviation. This one so it is formula of the standard deviation. Standard deviation is equal to should square root of the means of the square deviation from EP. Jadi kalau kita tengok daripada sini, ini masing-masing nantinya ini 0.1 multiply 3400. 3400. Nah, so meaning tadi kan kita dapat ini kan kita dapat dia punya yang ini semua 400, yang saya circle 400, and this one is 400, this one is 400, and this one 400. This value are expected value of project X, this one Now so meaning its cost for the each row of the project X should be minus by expected value of project X. This one. Nah so from here we can give one formulation lah This kan sigma Nah sigma kan I can write in here sigma probability of cash flow multiply cost in RM minus expected value. This one search 2. Nah this one. Power 2 in here. This one. If we follow the how to obtain it, the value of the standard deviation. Now, so this standard deviation can be formulated by this one. Yeah, the square root of sigma probability of cash flow multiply cost. Yeah, in RM minus expected value. This expected value has been calculated before. Okay, now so standard deviation for the project X. This one is set ya. Set. Ini sambung terus ya nih. Ya, sambung. Ini sambung. Mananya ini sambung untuk setnya dalam square root ya, dalam square root. So we can see in here that the 0.1 ya, kalau kita tengoklah ini ya daripada sini. Ya, so this one is standard deviation for the project S is equal to square root square root 0.1 ya, 0.1 ya, 0.1 0.1 multiply 3000 ya minus 4000 ya power 2 ya plus 0.2 ya multiply 3500 minus 4000 power 2 and then plus 0.4 ya multiply 4000 minus 4000 power 2 ya. Nah, so plus 0.2 this one multiply 4500 power 2 plus 0.1 multiply 5000 minus 4000 power 2 ya. Ini kalau saya kira-kira kalau I write in here ya, SD is equal to for this one. Ya, ini kan dalam set ya. Dalam set ini sambung lah ya, square root. And then ini 0.1 multiply 3000 minus 4000 such 2. Okay, and then plus yang untuk yang ini masih dalam square root. Yang ini square root ya. 0.2 multiply 3500 minus 4000 power 2. Ya, plus. Ya, yang ini setnya dalam square root, still square root 0.4 multiply 4000 minus 4000 power 2 ya, plus yang ini in square root still 0.2 multiply 4500 minus 4000 power 2 plus the last still in square root 0.1 multiply 5000 minus 4000 power 2. This one ya. Ya, nah so we can obtain it lah. Ya, this one ya. Nah, this one, this value. The all result in here 10,000 and 100,000. Yeah, and then this one is 50,000. Yeah, 4,000 minus 4,000 0. Power to 0 multiply 0.4 0 ya. This one, and then this one is 50,000 and the last this one is 100,000. Yeah, all in square root. Now, so we obtain around 548 yeah, this value for the standard deviation of the project X. Yeah, and then same yeah for the project Y. Yeah, project Y. Yeah, this one is project Y. Yeah. Now, so the standard deviation for the project Y, yeah, we can write that it is square root 0.2 multiply 2000 minus 400 4000 power 2 plus yeah in square root still for this one 0.25 multiply 3000 minus 4000 power 2 yeah, and then plus still in square root 0.3 multiply 4000 ya minus 4000 power 2 ya plus still in square root also 0.25 multiply 5,000 minus 4,000 power 2, and the last plus 0 in still in square root 0.1 multiply 2 6,000 minus 4,000 power 2 this one. Now so the last we can obtain like this one lah. This one is still in square root. Still in square root Still in square root. Now so the result multiplication result of this one we obtain 400,000, and this one 250,000, and 4,000 minus 4,000 0 power 2 0 multiply 0.3 is 0, and then 0.25 multiply 5,000 minus 400 power 2 is 250,000, and the last this one 0.1 multiply 6,000 minus 4,000 power 2 is 400,000. Now so the last we can obtain the standard deviation for the project Y is 1,150. This one. Now so after this we can find the value of the what we can call as coefficient of variation. Variation is equal to SD over EP for each project. For each project. Now so for the project X, in here we can obtain SD over EV. SD is this one 558, and then EP is 4,000. We obtain 0.14, and then coefficient variance in project Y 1,140 is SD for the project Y this one. And then EP same 4,000. Now so we obtain 0.29. And then the last, please look at here. Look at here. For the value of coefficient of variation. Now so which one is higher? We can see in here that project Y has higher coefficient of variation compare for the project X. Meanings Y lah is higher risk compare the project X. Meaning if you want to choose please lah choose the project X it is better. In term of the mana yang kita inilah it is in term of the risk Nah this one. And then meaning the project X dan project Y maybe it is different For example, project X is building construction. And then project Y is construction for the roof, for example roof And so but maybe in term of the budget budget project ini almost same. So we can choose which one has the lower coefficient of variation. For the lower coefficient of variation, it is better. Okay? Any question for this one? Ada beberapa soalan? Ada soalan? Hello?
No, sir.
No, Emma, no. So
No.
Ini soalan?
Sudah.
Ya, Akil? Tak ada? So far okay dah. Tanya. Yudin, any question from you, Aisyah? Okay, Aizudin okay. Priti? Yif, Jin, any question? Yip, apa Yip? Yip, any question from you? Kenapa Yip? Oh Yip, Arikesh, Azri, dan Danes, Akmal, Amir, Ahmad, Adib. Tak ada? Muhammad Asbar, Firdaus,
Arikesh ada.
tak ada juga, Arikesh. Oke, clear. Baguslah ya. Oke, kalau tak ada kita ini ya, kita lanjut ya. Kita masuk ini dia punya materi yang baru. Dia project cost control. Boleh nampak ya slide saya? Boleh Akmal ya? Yadin? Dan ini project cost control. Dan so in here, because it is related to the cost ya, it is relate to the cost. Meaning cost, cost nantinya juga relate to the time. Sehingga kita nanti punya time cost method. Time cost method meaning between cost and time profesional lah ini ya. Dia boleh berjalan bersama lah, kita inginkan macam itu. Nah, so because our project for the all activities, betul kan ya Akmal ya? Selalunya kan activities kita mengendakin adanya cost ya. Tak ada yang activities tak ada cost. Meaning in term of the resources. Can human or unhuman. In here. For the human meaning for the worker lah. Worker for the starting from the top manager. Project manager until the worker. Or labor. And here and also the material. For example, the construction, building construction, starting from the, for example, sand, and then cement, and then for the material scope and the others. So all needs money. All needs the cost. Each activity needs cost. This one. Sehingga nanti kalau ada yang project network diagram, selalunya masing-masing activity kita bagi dia punya cost. Nah, so in here, nantinya sebelum kita ini in here, when we have a projects, because it is activities, I write in here lah, activity, and then we have the time, we have the cost also, in here. Now for the time and cost, we can divide it by two parts. The first normal time, and then for the crash, crash time. Same for the cost also. Cost for the cost, normal cost, and then crash cost in here. Crashing cost. Each activity, for example, A, B, C until let's say lah F lah in here. Each activity has the normal and crash time, and also has normal cost and also crash cost in here. Now, so for this all activity, we want to control, in terms of the cost and also in terms of the time. Now so because when we have identified, when we have identified the project lah, the project, meaning from here, A, B, C, D activities or starting lah this one is for the node 1 to 2 or node 1 to 3 and the others in here. Yeah, now so when, for example, also when we draw in the network diagram, yeah, for example, 1, like this one, yeah, 2, and so 1 in here, 3, and here 4 in here, yeah, here 5 in here, yeah, 4, 5 in here, and also in here, and then the last, yeah, for example, this one is 6. Now, so in here we can see in here that we have activity path, yeah, activity path. Yeah, for example, in here 1, 2, 5, 6, and then activity path the others. Yeah, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the last activity path yeah, is 1, 3, 4, 6 in here. Yeah, now so from here, yeah, from here that we have explained, yeah, last week we have, yeah, from here, yeah, it's activity part, yeah, we have the cumulative expected time. Yeah, expected time. We give symbol TE for the capital letter in here. Now, so from here, the all activities part in here. Now, so which one is what we can call as critical parts? Yeah, critical parts meaning for the higher TE. Yeah, TE. Now, so in here, yeah, for example, we have the higher TE in here. Yeah, for example, yeah, in weeks, 20 weeks lah. Yeah, for example, in 20 weeks. In this project, we have organization. Yeah, the top manager, for example, is project manager. Yeah, it is normal, yeah, that this project can be finished, can be completed, yeah, until 20 weeks. Oh, yeah, because we want to push in terms of the time. Now, so the top manager say, "Hello, Akmal, I want this project, yeah, can be finished in, yeah, 15 weeks." Nah ini, ya, nah in 15 weeks. Nah, so Akmal can see this all activities of this network diagram. Yeah, network diagram here. Which one can be crashed? Nah, yeah, which one can be crashed in terms of the cost and also in terms of the time. And the last in here, we can obtain, we want to find the optimized cost and also time. Yeah, in terms of the duration time in here, ya. This one lah. Dan ya, dia ini. Now, so when Akmal has decided, yeah, following the requirement of the top manager, yeah, project manager, should be finished in 15 weeks. Now, so Akmal is as the leader lah, for example, in the project, yeah, should control, yeah, the all activities and also relate to the time and the cost, ya, Akmal, ya. Dan inilah Akmal yang mau kita bincangkan, ya, dekat sini ini tadi. Jadi nanti ini Akmal, ya, yang ini nanti mana nih? Sekejap, ya. Nak tengok dulu dia punya student. Oke, ya. Jadi Akmal, Aisyah, Yan, Yadin, Yif, Arikes, ya, nanti yang ini, yang pasal apa tadi ini, ya, crash ini, tapi crash ini nanti saya bagi example yang detail minggu hadapan, ya. Ya, Yodin, ya. Nah ini minggu hadapan coba bagi tumpuan yang inilah yang fokus. Mungkin untuk tes dia akan keluar lah macam itu ya. Karena kiraan dia itu gimana ya? Ini subjek ini bukan macam yang electrical ada formula yang langsung guna, tapi dia flow ini kemudian ikut logik ini kena betul-betul paham gitu. Arikes ya, yep, malah Aisyah. Tapi yakin the all student can follow lah. Ya, nanti ya, oke. Oke ya, kita tengok balik. So please look at the theoretical for the project cost control. Okay, I read first and then I'll explain. Yeah. Project control involves a systematic and regular comparison of actual performance against targets. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the main objective of the project control are to ensure continuous monitoring of performance, to provide encouragement to the project personnel for achieving project execution in time. Nah, this one lah. Tadi ya, kalau tadi the leader project adalah let's say lah Akmal tadi. Nah, tadi Akmal should control the all project to achieve the target. In term of the cost and also in term of the time. Why? Because in this project, in each project we have the actual atau expected time, or target, target, and then sometime we want to reduce or we want to crash. Now this one. Now so the all projects should be controlled. Now so what for? This one, to ensure continuous monitoring of the performance. Now performance here meaning can also human and also material including lah, it is for the all resources. Kalau saya cakap resources can human and also non-human non-human in here meaning material material. Nah, performance meaning kita kan udah buat target. Nah, so siapa yang mau monitor? For example, tadi Akmal lah. Amal should be in the field. Dia selalu dekat project selalu ada. Amal kan tak mungkin kalau project itu daripada pagi, let's say lah pagi sehingga petang. Dari pukul 8 ke pukul 9 sehingga pukul 5. Is around 7 to 9 hours lah sama dia punya rehat. Let's say lah macam itu. Kan Akmal tak mungkin dalam satu hari itu ada dekat situ monitor. Tapi bahwa Akmal juga ada lagi dia punya ini yang for example dia catat siapa yang masuk untuk personal hari ini siapa, kan macam itu because relate to the gaji for example. Nah, masa-masa seperti itu monitor, when we want to monitor the labor for example, meaning we want to know the performance of our labor. Now this one of our worker. This one, it is in terms of the human. And also performance, for example, we want to give the batu bata bata tadi dekat wall dinding. Performance kita tengok lah kan, dia punya result macam mana dia susun tadi dia untuk buat dinding tadi. Adakah dia lengkuk-lengkukkah atau rata kan itu Itu juga disebut performance Nah, so project control itu tadi meaning to monitor in term of the human and also material. For the performance like that lah. Okay, so and then for the second, to provide encouragement to project personnel for achieving project execution in the time. Jadi Akmal sebagai leader in the project, boleh marah-marah boleh, tapi terkadang kita punya worker kalau kita selalu marah pun dia tak selesai. Mau kita sedang bantu simen pun simen itu dia campakkan macam itu dia tendang. Jadi give the good encouragement to our workers. Why? Because if give the good encouragement, pekerja worker has the good performance, after that all project can finish in on time, this one lah. Nah, so should be control for our project. Dia Akmal ya? Mana nih? Semua diam je. Okay, now so we want to look at method pro project performance. There are two methods of project performance analysis. The first, normal variant analysis. It is a traditional approach to project control. It involves a comparison of actual cost, this one, with the budget cost of the project to determine the variance, this one. Variant is here. Look at here. And then the second, project performance analysis. It is a modern approach. It is generally conducted for the project as a whole and its individual part on schedule. This analysis indicate whether the actual cost of the project has been incurred as compared to the budget, this one. Now for this method, after this we have some formulation, some formulation. This one. Now so when we want to know the some formulation, some term should be understand, should be known. In terms of the value. Now this one, the value of works done analysis involved, the first budget cost for work schedule. Work schedule. And then this one is work actual perform. And this one is cost of work execute. Budget cost for total activities of the project or additional or extra cost execution of the project. Now so meaning in here, for the first lah budget cost of the for work schedule. We have 1, 2, 3 time of the budget. Now in here. The first budget cost for the all activities package. WIP to be done. And then overhead cost. This one. And then budget cost for the all activity package execute. And then budgeted cost for WIP to be done. And then budget overhead cost, this one. Nah selalunya yang utama adalah this one only, because meaning budget cost for the work schedule include 3 type of the budget cost. Same for the budget cost for the work actual perform, consist of the 3 in here. Nah so based on the data kita hanya nanti perolehin budget cost yang pertama ini, budget cost kedua, and then actual cost, budget cost for the total activity, and then the last additional or extra cost execution of the project. Meaning for the analysis. In the question, the all budget in here, the type of the budget and also addition extra budget will be given. Okay, look at this formula in here. Look at here, the project cost can be monitored using the above information in the following way. Jadi yang we want to monitor or control in here for the budget, for the cost. Now so in here, there are some formulation related to the budget. The first, what we can call as cost variance. Now so it is budget cost for the work performed. Kan yang ini budget cost for the work performed here. And then minus actual cost of the work execute. Yang ini. Nih, yang ini actual cost of the work execute. Now this one we can call as the cost variant. Now so cost variant is equal to budget cost for work performed minus actual cost of work execute. Now this one. And then schedule in here, relate to the schedule. Budget cost for the work performed minus budget cost for the work schedule in here. Which one is schedule in here? Now, so 2 minus 1 in here, what we can call as schedule variant, yeah, this one, yeah. Meaning when we have the data for the budget cost for the work actual performed, and then minus budget cost for the work schedule, now we can obtain the value of the schedule variant. And then for the performance here, we have the three type of the performance. Yeah, it is as a ratio, yeah, between 2 or 3 type of the budget or cost. Yeah, the first, what we can call as cost performance index. And here, cost performance index. Look at here, cost, after that schedule. Yeah, this one, yeah. Now, so cost performance index is budget cost for work performs. Yeah, perform here, above perform here also. And then this one is actual cost work execution. In here, it is divided by actual cost of work for execution. And then by schedule, yeah, please in here, divided by budget cost for work schedule. I means if you look at this formula, yeah, for the cost variant, it is budget cost for work performance minus actual. Yeah, for the cost performance index, this one divided by this one. Yeah, this one, yeah. For the schedule variant, budget cost for work performance here minus budget cost for the work schedule. Yeah, for the schedule performance index, yeah, index mean this budget cost for the work performance divided by budget cost for the work schedule here, yeah. And then we can calculate the estimate, yeah, cost performance index, yeah. Nah, so budget cost for the total activities. Nah, ini budget cost for the total activities. Nah, so meaning for the normal cost in here, yeah, normal cost in here, and then we obtain the total cost. And then divided by summation of the actual cost of the work execute, yeah, plus additional or extra cost execution. Yeah, this one, yeah, execute ini, and then plus this one. Now, so we can see here that estimated cost performance index, budget cost for the total activities divided by actual cost of the work execute plus additional or extra cost of execution. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, look at this example. Yeah. Nah, ini. Now, so from here we have the data. Yeah, the first budget cost for work schedule. Yeah, in here 30,000. And the second budget cost for the work performed 28,000. And then 3 actual cost of work execute 32,000. And then fourth budget cost for the total activities 50,000. And then fifth additional or extra cost of execution is equal to 24,000. Now in here we want to analyze the performance of the project. Yeah, meaning in here the performance of the project can be analyzed using this one, yeah. Cost variance, schedule variance, cost performance index, schedule performance index, estimated cost performance index in here, yeah. This one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now so it is the data. Yeah, the data. Now the data is obtained between April 2020, for example, until December 2020. Yeah. Now so we read a project was commenced on 1st April 2020 and was expected to be completed by, for example, next month 31st December 2020. On review, the project activity on 30 September 2020, the following information was available. Ini ya semua ini ya. Inilah kita dapatkan pada September 2022. Based on ini kita perolehi the value of the budget and additional extra cost. Yeah, this one. Now, so from here, we want to find the cost variance, schedule variance, cost performance index, schedule performance index, and also last estimate cost performance index ya. Ya, satu-satu lah kita cari. The first we want to find the cost variance. We know the formulation is cost variance equal budget cost for work performance minus actual cost of work execution. Nah, ini tinggal substitute aja ya. Ini kan tinggal masukkan aja dia punya value-value aja. Ya, follow the formulation available. Okay, nah so budget cost for the work performed. Kan udah ada ini 28,000. Ya, 28,000 here. And then actual cost of the work execute. Actual 32,000. Ya, this one 32,000. Ya, nah so 28,000 minus 32,000. Yeah, we obtain minus 4,000 RM in here. Yeah, now so in here. So meaning if we have this one, actual is mean actual ini maknanya kan lebih besar ya. Yang kita budget cost this one is work perform 28. Actualnya 32,000. Ya, mananya kita ada inilah, ada mananya the actual cost ya is higher than the budget cost for work performed. Ya, this one ya minus in here. And then same for the schedule variant in here. Ya, budget cost for the work performed and then minus budget cost for the work schedule. Ya, it is the value also is minus. Ya, meaning the budget cost for the work schedule is higher than budget cost for work performed in here ya. Nah, so the value budget cost for the work schedule 30 locate from here ya. This one. Ya. Nah, so after this we want to find the index, cost performance index. Nah, so cost performance index budget cost for the work performed over actual cost for the work execute. So 28,000 over 32,000. We obtain 0.875 in here ya. Okay, and then for the cost for the schedule performance index, ya budget cost for the work performed over budget cost for the work schedule. Ya, work schedule is 30. Nah, so 28,000 over 30,000. We obtain 0.933 in here. Yeah, now so estimate cost performance index, budget cost for the total activities. Yeah, budget cost for the total activities given this one. Total, this one ya, 50,000. Yeah, 50,000 in here. Yeah, 50,000. And then actual cost work execute is 32. Tuanya 32,000 here ya. And then additional or extra 24,000. Ya, 24,000. Nah, so we obtain 0.893 ya. This one lah. Yeah, this one is when we have the data of the budget for our project. Meanings for this case we have a project starting April 2022 and then the project estimate can be finished on the December 2022 and then based on the data of the budget in September. We have the budget, the some type of the budget, like given before. Now, so we can find some value of the, for example, cost variance, cost performance index, and so on. This one. Okay. Any question? Ada beberapa soalan? Hello. Any question?
Ini tak ada doktor.
Tak ada lagi juga. Amir. Izzuddin tak ada. Ambil attendance ini Izzuddin ya. Nah, sila ambil attendance. Dekat chatting saya letak ya. Tanya ada soalan, Yudin? Kartiani? Pesananda? Hairul?
Okey doktor.
Okey ya. Okey, kalau ada kita lanjut lah ya. Ini lepas ini theoretical aja nih ya. Yang saya explain ini theoretical. Theoretical first after this. Ya nanti next week saya baru bagi contoh soalan. Nah ini yang saya cakap tadi ya. Time cost trade off procedure. Nanti ada beberapa type of the cost, ya type of the times and also definitionnya. Ya sebab tadi ya from here, ya for the time cost trade off procedure ya. Ya, terutama time cost ya. Nah, tadi kita ada activity, and then kita punya time, and then kita punya cost. Yang ya, inilah sebut time cost ya. Jadi saya ulang balik ini ya. Ini tadi ada kita untuk A, B until F lah. Nah, so time ini pun ada yang normal, kemudian ada yang crash, cost juga itu normal, kemudian ada crash. Sehingga kita nanti ada satu time ratio atau slope, kita panggil slope, ya time ratio, ya time cost ratio, atau terkadang dipanggil juga slope. Nah ini sama dengan kalau saya tak silap CN ya. CN atau coba bentar ya. Ya, jadi ini crash cost minus crash normal cost dibagi normal time minus crash time. Ya, this one ya. Nah, inilah. Karena so ini nantinya ketika mau mencari ini, we want to apply it. Nanti lebih clear lagi ketika next week ya, untuk bagi contoh, example. Ini kita bagi theoretical aja dulu. Nah, dekat sini nanti ada beberapa activity ini kita buat ini project network diagram. Lalu kita cari masing-masing activity inilah tadilah time cost ratio atau slope. After this kita decide which one is as critical path. Ya, daripada critical path ini kita nak crashkan. Ketika kita nak crashkan, mana yang bersesuaian. Ya. Dan inilah tadi tujuannya. Ya, the objective we want to optimize the cost and also the time ya, this one. Nah, karena dekat sini ya kita relate to the cost and also the time, ya some term will be divided first. The first what we count as direct project cost, indirect project cost. Kemudian tadi ada normal time. lalu ada crash time, ya, this one ya, we want to read first ya for the explanation ya. Nah, the first direct project cost, sebab nanti ada terpakai ya, ini ya indirect dalam pada kiraan kita. The first direct project cost, direct costs are expense that a company can easily connect to a specific cost object which may be a product, department, or project. These include items such as software, equipment, labor, and raw material, etc. Ya, ini direct project cost. Yang lepas kan udah ini juga, kita ada expense juga ya, ada direct and indirect cost. Nah, indirect cost include costs which are frequently referred to as overhead expense, for example, rent and utilities, and general and administrative expense such as officer salaries, accounting department cost, and personnel department cost. This one ya. This one is indirect cost. Ya. Nah, so normal time in here. Ya, normal time it is time taken by the project without any delay in any activity of the project. Normal time of the project does not contain crashing of any activities. Ya, normal lah. If you have one project, one activity and the others, connect together, meaning connect, relate, and then until starting from the early until the finish. Now, so we can have each activities has its normal time. Now, meaning normal time without crash, without delay. Nah, this one. And then normal kita punya crash juga, ya. Crash time in here. Crash time, crash time is minimum time by which the project may be completed. Ya, mananya normal, yang ada normal, ya seperti tadi, yang tadi Akmal, decide the project will be finished 20 weeks. And then the top manager, project manager, call Akmal to do how the project can be finished in 15 weeks. Now, this one. From the 20 weeks to 15 weeks, meaning we have the reduction of the time, for 5 weeks. Now, this one. Now, so the 5 weeks in here, we can call as the crashing time lah in the completed project. This one. Yeah. Now, so when? Amala when we do the crash time, maknanya kalau tadi normal can be finished in 20 weeks, and then project manager minta finish dalam 15 weeks. Apa yang boleh terjadi? In terms of the worker material, in terms of the time for the workers, mananya overtime lah kan? Overtime kan kena buat juga itu, boleh jadi ya. Boleh jadi. Nah, seperti itu. Ketika ada overtime, maka cost yang untuk tambahkan gaji overtime tadi kan tambah juga. Ya, nah itu. Nah, itulah dia ya. Tapi selalunya yang macam-macam ini namanya project ya, budget dah ada, dia mau cepat selesai, tetap dapat untung tadi kalau dia punya project manager lah ya. So, and the other definition we can call is normal cost. Tadi ini ya. Ini kan ada normal cost dan crash cost. So normal cost is the cost associated when the project is completed within the normal time. Ya, sama lah ya. For normal time dia berjalan, the project can be finished. Nah, so cost that we give, it is as the normal cost. And then crash cost sama dengan crash time tadi, keadaan dia. Nah, so crash cost is the cost associated with the project is the complete with crash time of the project. Nah, boleh jadi tadi dia punya budget bertambah, ya diperbesar, tapi dia the total dia sama, hanya dia inilah ditambahkan the time tambah, tadi kalau ada overtime, ya maka kita kena bayar kepada labo kita, kepada worker dia. Nah ini slope ya, cost slope. Cost slope is defined as the ratio, tadi ada ratio of the difference between crash cost and normal cost to difference between normal time and crash time. Yang tadi ya, yang formula ini ya, inilah dia. Inilah some definition can be understand first ya, before we want to do for example ya. Okay, and then when we can finish our project, ya for example our project from 1 tadi ya, ini not 2 and this one is not 3, 4 in here, maybe 4 in here also, yeah, and then the last 5 in here, yeah, and then not 5 in here finish. Starting from here until here, yeah, until here, yeah, we have the expected time lah, yeah, expected time in here, yeah. Now maybe we have done crashing time and also crashing the budget cost. Now, so the total we have the cost and also time. Now, so after finish all this one, we can obtain, and then we can term that we can call as optimum cost in here, yeah. Now, so optimum cost is defined as the cost which is lower as compared the normal project cost at optimum lower project duration. Inilah duration ini ya. Nah, which one is lower meaning tadi kan ada kita crash. Ya ini makanya tuh when we do the crashing condition of the project, ya which one? Tadi kan ada kita ini punya some activity parts. Ada beberapa. Kemudian which one should be crash? Ya compare dia punya jalur yang ada, which one is lower? Ya the lower here we can call as optimum cost. Ya if it is the cost ya, we can call optimum cost. And then optimum duration. Optimum project duration is the time corresponding the minimum project cost for completed of the project. Ya this one lah. Jadi so relate between time and also cost ya, this one ya. Inilah definition awal yang kena pahamkan ya. Sebelum kita bagi soal contoh example yang ada ya. Okay, nah so time cost trade-off procedure involve two aspect, time cost trade-off and crashing network. Ya, the time cost trade-off procedure provide this information. Ya, amount of the time may be saved by spending more money of the project, or amount money that may be saved by lengthening the completion time of the project to develop at least a couple of alternative time cost plan ya. This one ya. Nah, so meaning we do the time cost trade-off procedure. Tadilah we want to minimize, we want to optimize the cost and also time ya. This one meaning the lower the time, the lower the cost. Yeah, this one. Okay, now so please look at this one. Okay, ini ada beberapa ini juga. Okay, definition should be understand. Okay, the time cost trade-off procedure involve 3 time cost option is under most efficient plan. It is a network that meets the technical requirement of the project by using the available resources most efficient. The second schedule date plan, it means the technical requirements of the project by the schedule date. The last shortest duration plan, it is the network plan that meets the technical requirement of the project at the shortest possible time. Ya, jadi selalunya relate to the which one is the lower. Ya, lower kalau tadi ada ratio time cost ratio. Kalau ada time, ya time, and then the cost ya. This one, ya. The time cost trade-off procedure is used to crash or reduce the overall time duration of the project network. It is assumed that the activity can be accomplished in more than one method, and this alternative method can show different cost and time estimate. Ya. Initial management define the project by network activity with technical specification. Therefore, alternative cost and time are estimated for each of the activities. Ya, this one, ya. Nah, so mananya macam ini. Tadi ya, yang ini. Mana tadi ada saya ini. Nah, ini tadi. Nah, ini kan ada activity yang ada, kemudian normal, kemudian crash for the time, kemudian normal, and crash also for the cost. Ya, when we want to reduce the duration time ya for our project, nah so we can give the alternative of the time and also for the cost in here. After that we can evaluate. Ya, evaluate. Nah inilah yang dia masukkan. Yang ini tadi ya. Yang ini semua nih. Ya. Okay, the lowest cost for each activity is selected from the alternative time cost estimate. The critical path for the network is calculated by using time value associated with the corresponding cost and compare with the target time duration of the project. If the critical path is longer than the target time duration, it must be compressed or crashed by shortening some of its component activity by the least increase in cost. Ya, this one. Nah, meaning nanti lebih jelas ketika example ya minggu depan ya. Mana ini saya explain saja. Nah, meaning tadi kita we have the some activities from the A until F lah, for example tadi. Yeah, and then after that we have the time for the normal and the crash. And then for the cost for the normal and also for the crash. Yeah, from this data all. Nah, so please find each time cost ratio that it is given by the ini ya. Nah, ini by the crash cost minus normal cost divided by normal time minus crash time. Ini kan value-value yang ini kan ada tadi, udah dibagi dekat data masing-masing activities. So masing-masing activities please look for the time cost ratio. Ya. Ya, this one. Jadi mananya kita nanti buat table, ada satu table lagi. Activities tadi ada times, lalu ada cost, lalu ada time cost ratio in here. Ya. So ini nah, so inilah tadi ya. Kalau di activity A, B, until F ini ya. Nah, ini kira ya. Ini kan semua tadi udah ada data dekat ini. And then each activities, we have to find the time cost ratio. Berapa dia? Ya, nah so after this, we want from the activity A, B, C until F in here, when we draw in the project network diagram, we can find the some activities part. After that, we can find the critical part. In the critical part, we want to find which one that activity in the critical part has the lower time cost ratio. Nah, pada yang lower tadi inilah nanti kita crashkan. Ya, kita crashkan. Yang ini ya, kita crashkan. Kita crashkan atau kita reducekan. Ya, dekat sini ya. Ini ya. Nah, lalu lepas reduce, kemudian yang kita evaluate balik. Ya. Until tadi sampai tadi kalau dari 20 weeks to the 15 weeks, artinya mananya ada 5 weeks ya in the all project can be crash. Nah, itulah dia ya. Nanti the last we can obtain the optimum time and also optimum cost ya. Oke. Sampai sini ya. Ini question. Ada soalan? Sampai dekat sini? Ahmad Adif? Ahmad Adif?